What's going on, my fellow residents? This is TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to continue through our journey through Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. In the last episode, we completed the country of the Musketeers as Sora, but in this episode, we're going to be dropping over to Riku and doing the same thing for him. And oh goodness, we don't really have that many worlds. Oh wait, we're all the way back here. Maybe I should move up a little bit, but we don't have too many worlds left. We just have, of course, Riku's part of this, and then we have this world, and then there's one more in the back that we can't get to right now, but we'll worry about that world at a different time. But for right now, we have another boss. Yay. I honestly, I've already said before that I don't like doing these because they're boring. And then, of course, they're also somewhat rehashed. I mean, this is still different, but at the same time, I don't enjoy doing these. Yay, and now there's a second phase. Again, still. Well, I mean, I guess there's at least something different here. But at the same time, again, I don't care about these things. But anyways, first off, we have this whole laser thing, and I skipped over the entire first phase of the fight because we've already seen it, and it's boring anyways. So, for this little attack here, okay, I thought he was going to attack more than once. I think it's later on where he does that, but regardless. Okay, so what we need to do here is that we need to get behind these rocks whenever he's doing this attack. That way we don't actually get hit by this giant attack here. Because if you're not behind those rocks, you will get hit. There's no way to avoid that, aside from doing that. I don't know why Riku was switching targets there, but whatever. And that's pretty much it. There's not really much else to it. Again, that's really the main reason why I don't like doing this. It's literally just survive until you actually have the chance to hit him. But at the same time, it's just so boring. Okay, so now that I've destroyed two of the whole pods inside of the... I don't know what that thing's called, but now that I've destroyed two of the pods, he'll actually start doing more than one attack at a time there, but... nah, that's really all that really changes. There we go. Alright, good. We managed to finish him there. But still, that took like 3 minutes. I know it's only 3 minutes, but at the same time... it's so boring. Like, I'm skipping over most of it for you guys, so this probably only lasted like, what, a minute? At best, but I mean, thank you, I got an A. And 0 Graviga. That's nice, I guess. Not really like as much.
Isn't that Pete? What kind of world did I end up in this time?
Don't worry, the title card will tell you, even though it doesn't actually tell Riku.
Well, one thing's for sure. That guy adds up to trouble in any world.
That is very true. Anytime that he's involved, bad stuff usually follows, but... okay, of course, just like last time with Sora, there are some chests around here, so we need to make sure we go around and get those.
2,000 years later.
You know, I just realized, now that I have 0 Graviga from that random drop, I basically have no reason to use Justin now, so that's a little bit awkward. Let's change him out with Windlight Hub. I actually do need to get this up as soon as possible, because, oh goodness, later bosses are going to be very annoying if I don't do that now, so... we'll deal with those bosses when we get to them, but for right now, we do need to worry about leveling up our Dream Meters and getting any abilities that we can from them. Okay, getting high potions at this point in the game is almost pointless. I mean, using high potions isn't all that bad, but if I were to get potions at this point, it would be no, because that's very, very useless now. But at the same time, even then, getting potions are not all that great in my opinion. Like, because for me, after I get Cure, it's not like potions are useless. Potions do have their own, like, actual decent benefit, but at the same time, you have Cure. Like, what is the... like, what would you even do without Cure at this point? And also, we're going through this giant area again, so like, oh goodness. Of course, we're just going to be skipping over a decent amount of this anyways, but at the same time, it is still a little bit annoying. I have to remember, it's Donald. Even if it's with Riku this time, it's still Donald. I need to make sure I get the one with Donald. And you know, the strange thing is, even after trying to spam the Donald reality shift, even after doing that, I still wasn't able to get like everything that I could when I dropped over to Riku, because a lot of my stuff was still at like the level 2 version of like, what was it? The increases? Yeah, the increases. I guess I'll just call that the increase of like attack, defense, and all that other junk. The only thing that I actually could get to max was the decrease of the actual drop rate. Other than that, there wasn't really much I could do, unfortunately, even after all that. And this is the only world where you actually get stuff like that, too, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll deal with it. Alright, time to follow Pete into the opera room.
What's all this for? Is that supposed to be Mickey and the others? Yeesh. Those three are together even when they're made out of wood. Pete.
Yeah, as you can imagine, that was what was supposed to happen when we were playing through here as Sora.
Wait!
Riku, I don't think shouting wait is going to cause them to stop. If anything, they're going to keep going, but whatever. I like how we're actually able to go down here, even though it kind of doesn't matter, but whatever. To be honest, I'm probably not going to do all the battle portals, mainly because it's not like they're pointless, but honestly, I don't really need to, plus I die too many times when I actually do it, so let's just try and avoid those. But now we have an actual new area, as opposed to the whole thing with Sora, but again, another battle portal. To be honest, I don't really use them that much in this Let's Play. I used to try and use them all the time when it didn't matter and I actually want to do stuff, so
Is someone...
And that's one of the only times in recent history where someone actually uses their key to unlock something. When was the last time that was actually a thing?
I have to help the Musketeers.
What happened? Tell me what I can do.
Who are you?
Riku. Mickey's my friend.
Oh, Riku, the stage has been rigged with a machine to lure Mickey and the others into a terrible trap. If we could only find something to control the device from here.
Lucky I remembered. Look what I nearly forgot. Eh? Why is the box sans mouse?
Oi, quit messing around. The boss is losing his patience.
There it is! That's the gadget we need to retrieve.
I'm on it.
Oh, okay, flashback, I guess. Come on, now. I was actually wanting to, go after them, but whatever.
Release me! This instant!
Actually, it's time to say bon journey, your royal highness.
Captain Pete?
Are you kidding me? That's annoying.
Oh, don't you lose any sleep over it, princess. I'm just gonna seize the throne and rule happily ever after. After you name me king, that is.
What? I most certainly would never agree to that.
Bien sûr. And that's why the real you won't be the one doing the naming. I got myself another stooge to take the stage. All you gotta do is keep your royal mouth nice and shut.
A double? Mickey and the Musketeers will stop you.
Oh, never you fear, princess. Those chowderheads will be out of the picture real soon. So, how we looking, boys? Aye, okay, boss. Test run's done.
We'll flatten them like crepes.
Good. Now, you must hold on to that thing no matter what. If you don't mind, your highness, we have a seat reserved for you backstage. It's gonna be curtains soon. Curtains! I love it.
To be honest, I kind of like this Pete better than the one that we have now. He seems a lot more evil. Because, like, of course Pete's not meant to be that evil or to be taken that seriously. But at the same time, I like him better here when he is okay, thank you game for immediately starting me in that. But remember, like, way back earlier at the beginning of the game where we had something like this? With the, pots, I guess? I don't know what those things are actually called. Cauldrons? I don't know. But regardless, remember at the beginning of the game in the Hunchback world? Yeah, that's happening again. Don't know why they're doing it so late in the game, because these are the only two times where it actually happens, so... yeah, get over there. There we go. Unfortunately, it is very annoying to actually have to deal with, because of course if you step in it, your drop rate will increase. And I spent, like, a lot of DP in order to actually get rid of that. But right here, we have this actual little contraption where we have to use slow motion in order to get to other places throughout the actual, what is it? Throughout this area. And to be honest, not too many other, worlds do that, where you're actually able to interact with the environment like that, using anything that's not just, reality shifts. To be honest, I do kind of wish the game did- ow, stop, let me go. Anyways, I do wish that the game actually did a little bit more of that, where you were actually able to use your reality shifts, not reality shifts, use your flow motion in order to move around. Because of course, like I've said before, I might die here. Please no. Okay, thank you for the relative save, but oh my goodness, yeah, these Dream Eaters suck. But anyways, I do wish that the rest of the game actually use flow motion more for, not really navigation, but opening areas more, because most of the time it's really just reality shifts that only do it. Nothing with flow motion actually does it, which is a little bit upsetting, but it's not too big of an issue. Well, here's one of them. And then that's the area we need to go to after we take care of this guy. So similar to Sora, we just have to take down these three, but instead we're taking them on one-on-one, or technically 4-on-1 with all the Dream Eaters that I have. But regardless, yeah, he's going to be relatively easy to just take down. Especially if I just keep slashing back and forth with my dashes and alike. Okay, there we go. So we have one of them, now we just need to get the other two. To be honest, I don't know why it's only dependent on after you defeat all three. Of course, that's for a gameplay standpoint, but from one of them just having it, it doesn't make too much sense to me, but whatever. Alright, time to move on to the other area. Hopefully I haven't accidentally passed by one. I don't think you're able to, but... well, actually, no. I just remembered it opened up the next area, so I shouldn't have passed it, but... who knows? Honestly, who really knows? I could have passed one for all I really know. So as you can see here, Windlight Hope has quite a good amount of stuff. He has Dark Barrier, which I'm pretty sure is a blocking ability for Riku. Deep Freeze, like high level magic spells. And then of course we have all these extra boosts in here, as many other Dream Eater has. And then support boost, let me get that for Winky. And that's going to be the last thing we actually use for him. So we have to change Winky out as well. So let's change him out for... let's do it with Phantom, since Phantom's level is actually pretty decently low. We're gonna need that to go up a little bit. By the way, I'm not gonna lie, these lines are actually like really cool because of how their attacks work. They're like somewhat Phantom-ish. I don't really know how to properly explain it, but regardless, it's really cool, but it can also be pretty annoying to deal with, to be honest. So it's better to have it on your side than to be against it, but that's just me.
Eventually.
What the f- ow. Okay. Didn't expect you to attack immediately, but honestly, what made you think that hiding in clothes would have been good? Like, if you've ever played hide and seek, that's one of the most obvious things to actually do. Almost to the point where no one actually would look. I guess that's where that would actually be a good thing, but at the same time, it's still stupid to hide there. Honestly, it is. Okay, there we go. Why is it that each of these give me a level up? That's weird. I've never noticed that. It's like every single time I defeat one of them, it gives me a level up. Don't know why it does that, but it just does. Okay, my Dream Eaters are flipping out over this door, which I will get to in a bit, but there's like other stuff I want to do first. because there are chests around here that I want to get to. Okay, I can't go through there. I'm pretty sure there's a chest that way too, so yay, that kind of sucks. Let's actually get over to the door. Obviously, we knew what was behind it, and I almost died to that. That would have been very bad if I just randomly died to a sudden encounter like that. But there's our dark barrier, where we're able to actually defend from everything. What? I never knew he could run in here. That's weird. Okay, whatever. And he kind of just ran in there for a good while too. Again, I never knew that he could run in there, but whatever. I thought he got glitched and got stuck behind a wall, so that would have been very bad. I did not want to have another moment like way earlier back in Hunchback. But yeah, every single time I defeat one of these guys, we get a level up. That's weird. I feel like that's a little lazy because like Riku right now compared to Sora is like way lower in level. But to give us a level for every single time we defeat them, well, one of them, I see that as a little lazy, honestly.
Bonk!
They just never want to make this easy, do they?
And immediately into the boss for this world, which is shocking. You don't really have any time to even like customize your commands and junk to actually prepare for this fight, which honestly I probably should have done. So for a decent amount of people, oh wait, I just realized, well, I have a 0.7 drop rate, I should be fine. Hopefully, maybe, please. But regardless, we should be fine about that. But a lot of people don't really like this fight. I'm probably in that same boat because, okay, in order to actually defeat this guy, we need to get rid of all of these arms that appear around the entire map. Ow. They're doing a lot of damage and appearing all over the... Anyways, as I was saying, there's a lot of arms all over the place, and they do quite a lot of damage here, so need to be very careful about that. Honestly, probably the best way to actually deal with these is to just block and counter, which... honestly, that's boring, and I don't feel like that's the correct way you should be doing it, because look, I'm just looping them back and forth until I can actually defeat them with just one hit. Which is very boring in my eyes, and I feel like I shouldn't have to do that in order to win. Unless there's like 4 of them, then that's probably like the best thing to possibly do, but I blocked at the wrong time, and unfortunately I paid dearly for it. Also, there's a lot of chests in here, so if you want to try and get all those, you're gonna have to deal with all of these guys in the way, so... yeah, be a little bit careful, or try and use them for invincibility frames, I guess. Oh my... why did all of them appear here? I'm very happy I got Dark Barrier before I actually started this, because this is dumb. But the whole gimmick about this is that these teleport all across the map. So yeah, you're gonna need to be very, very cautious about that, because they can be pretty much literally anywhere, like there, for instance. And when it comes to attacking the main guy, you don't have too long to actually do much. So you will need to make sure your attacks are plentiful and powerful. Okay, you're behind this. And yeah, if they're behind stuff, that will happen. You'll try and run over to him, but he'll just run away right as you get to him. It sucks, honestly. I might actually run on my drop gauge before I'm able to actually do anything. Because if he's high up on the walls, there's nothing you can really do about it. So probably the best thing to use for this fight are a lot of dashes, because you, like I said, you don't have much time to actually run around and try and get this guy. So if you're able to, equip as many dashes as you can before you actually get into this fight. Otherwise, you're going to just spend a lot of time running around and not being able to do anything to this guy. As you can probably tell, Thundera might not have been the best decision to use for this, but I wasn't exactly prepared, and I almost died there. Let me heal. Oh goodness, we're back to this. Okay, we're actually pretty close. No, we're not gonna kill him here. Okay, where is he next? Come on. Oh, over there. Go! Okay, good. We got him with the last attack. I was hoping that my Thunder Dash would have actually reached him, but we did end up getting over to him. That's one of the main reasons, like why I said before, equip dash attacks. They're really useful for this fight. And make it a lot easier to actually manage.
How do you like that?
What? impossible.
Looks like I was right in the nick of time. Sora?
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure this is actually like the only world where, well, one of the only worlds where Sora and Riku are technically in like the same exact world, because that's way too coincidental.
Here? What is that anyway? Huh? They actually say that?
Of course. Every musketeer is taught those words. It's a very important motto and solemn pledge.
You're right. And it does fit the moment. All for one, and one for all.
And again, we have another short world for Riku. I don't know why, but there's so many shorter worlds, or versions of worlds, I guess. It's weird. I don't normally notice all of this, because Sora's took 2 parts, but this only took 1. Don't know why.
I sensed something was amiss nearly the moment Sora and Riku departed. Xehanort must have known what we were attempting before we even began.
But you do know where they are.
You must understand, this examination is in no way how the mark of mastery is usually found. However, in light of what they must do next, it was a necessity. If Sora and Riku complete their test, by finding the 7 doors corresponding to the 7 pure lights, they will return home with a new power. At that point, they will both be true masters. However, the dangers make this more trial than test.
But are they safe right now?
Considering their ability, I would like to believe that they are. However, all my attempts to locate Sora and Riku end questionably. Xehanort is a devious tactician. There is nothing we can do that he will not, to some extent, be able to predict.
So?
As you can see, the organization's members are complete people again. Xehanort will be no different. We cannot afford another moment's hesitation. We must consider any strategy to outwit Xehanort and catch him off guard. I must warn you again. The road will not be easy.
Fine. Let's jump right in.
To be honest, anything Axel's done before all of this has not been easy. So he knows what difficulty is. He knows. He perfectly understands. But anyways, that was a short world. Again, I don't know why Riku's worlds end up being so short, but whatever. Next episode, we're going to be going into Symphony of Sorcery as Riku. But until next video, take care.